cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
And as y'all can hear, man, Young Ants Jefe back from the jail. Well, not back from the jail, but live from the jail, giving us some news we can use and some knowledge we ain't finna get nobody's college. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Spottyface, man, out the rolling 40s, man. And we got my boy Munchie B, man, from the Inglewood family, Gangsta Bloods, man. So, it's ugly out here, man. So, a lot been going on, man. Y'all know what's been going on this internet, man. Man, took my face, man, and made a lot of stuff viral, man. And it just seems like since I came down, man, it seemed like a lot of stuff been falling out of place, man. It seemed like the devil definitely been working, man. The devil definitely been working. So, you know what I'm saying? This call is being recorded. That Munchie B and Spoetyface quit no jumper. First and foremost, I was hearing Spoetyface quit no jumper, you know what I'm saying? Now, when I heard Spoetyface had quit no jumper, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, man, what my boy quit no jumper for, man? You know what I'm saying? He done had to quit no jumper, but obviously, you know, it's like some inside stuff going on that, you know, obviously I ain't picked up on, or I don't know what's going on.
Man, it's a lot of flammery and skullduggery and larceny. It's the same pitfalls that ninjas tried to warn everybody about as far as dealing with confidential source back.
You know what I'm saying? So, y'all seen the other day, you know, I called in to the No Jumper Tuesday show. So, I guess before I called in to the No Jumper Tuesday show, Spoetyface, you know, had a little situation, you know, up there. So, you know, it all played out on camera and stuff like that, you know. I was just told about it, you know, I wasn't in the room to see it for myself or anything like that, nor have I had anybody play it for me. But, you know, however, you know, some back and forth going on, and they say that back and forth led to Spoetyface, you know what I'm saying, going outside for a fade. Did the fade take place? Did the fade not take place? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. I didn't even ask if the fade, you know, took place, you know. But, you know, based on what I was hearing, you know, was exchanged and being said, you know, I ain't never been the type to be messy, but, you know, it definitely, you know, should have been one established. Now, however, I get the news, you know, I guess after that. But hold on, before I even got the news, right? So that situation happened, and I called in. You know, I called in. My call in was not no play at all, you feel me? Although a lot of people were telling me, like, man, your call in, we needed it, and it was right on clue. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I already had it in my mind to call in. You know, I had been think that was like the second show without me, you know what I'm saying, since my incarceration. But, you know, I was trying to get in contact with Spoetyface, you know what I'm saying, over that weekend, you know, and let Spoetyface know that I was going to call in or whatnot, but Spoetyface was not answering the number I had on him. So, however, you know, I haven't had a chance to holler at Munchie B yet. So, when I did holler at Munchie B, I called in to my people like, hey, Munchie B, been trying to holler. So, I'm like, oh yeah, let me make my rounds, let me get at Munchie. I ain't got at Munchie yet, you know. Me and Spotty had got the co-verse, you know, and rap because I had heard that Spoetyface had put a GoFundMe out there for me, you know. You know, that GoFundMe, you know, he did, you know, Spoetyface, you know, acted in good faith, you know, acted, you know, as a comrade and stuff like that.
Yeah, now that GoFundMe was not made with any malice or any type of disrespectful intention. Spoetyface was just trying to do the right thing.
You know, you feel me? Man, you know, I ain't have much, but, you know, what I could do is raise some money for you, you know what I'm saying? So that definitely was a good look, you know, a good spirit or whatever the case may be. Anybody, you know, y'all can hit that GoFundMe if you want to. You don't have to, you know, I don't need anything, but, you know, if you do want to contribute and show some love to the Jefe, you know what I'm saying? Spoetyface got the GoFundMe of the Jefe, you know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, I had to tap in with him, so like I said, I tapped in with Munchie, and me and Munchie got to rapping, and, you know, I was just filling out and asking him, you know, what was going on versus, you know, what I've here on this internet space. So, you know, he kind of filled me in, and I just told him, like, hey, man, you know, I'm going to call in to No Jumper on Tuesday. Make sure you be on the lookout for the call. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I just want to address some things. You feel me? Like, you know, people got my name in their mouth, you know, and I'm hearing people saying things that's, you know, untrue. And so I just want to set the record straight, you know, about my name, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the filth and, you know, people.
This call is being recorded.
And, you know, I got, like I said, I got a lot of rounds to make about people speaking about what's true and, you know what I'm saying, what's not. You know, we even got all type of dudes, you know, Stuart Little, Trap Lord Ross, you know what I'm saying, definitely, you know what I'm saying, on him next, you know, he's doing whole hour documentaries, you know what I'm saying, putting pictures of me in there. It's like, hey, this dude's crazy. Like, I don't know why that man can stay across the pond where he from anyway. It's just, you know, I guess, you know, had his way in my business, like he know what's going on, or his documentary, you know what I'm saying, is accurate, you know what I'm saying. Now, however, I called in or whatever, and y'all know it was a shit show. You know, people gonna put on for the cameras or whatever the case may be. It is what it is. You know, I've never been that type. I've never been the type to let no camera sway me. I've never been the type to been pressured up or none of that. You know, we calm in the storm. We calm in the storm. You know, I don't have to, you know, ball my face up and talk hard or none of that. You know, we just gonna keep it regular. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee in the end, I will have the last laugh. Guaranteed. Now, back to my boys, man. You know what I'm saying? They both quit No Jumper. It's the end of an era. It's a lot going on. You feel me?
Here's the thing with Trap Lord Ross. This is kind of what he does. He makes these videos and he goes in depth with these conversations and he goes in depth with these videos and these details and all that. He might put his own spin on it, but it's what he does. It's what he's always done. He's not changing anything or doing anything different, so to speak.
The reason why I was upset, you know what I'm saying, with Spotty and Munchie quitting is because in this scenario, they let the snakeskin man win. They let the snakeskin guy win, man. They definitely wasn't supposed to let the Komodo dragon win. They let the snakeskin Komodo dragon win because this is what he does, an agent of chaos. He created this chaos and he wanted both of those guys out this spot. And he got them guys out the spot. And that's the only thing I hate about this situation is they let the snakeskin man pull the play and it worked in his favor because he hates that he can't go to No Jumper on Tuesdays or can't be in that building on certain days. With these guys removed, now, you know what I'm saying, he got, I guess, his minions or whoever he wanted there. And this is what I was kind of telling Adam. If y'all remember when I called in, I told Adam to watch out for the snakeskin man. He's a snake. Now, what I've never spoke on or never said, and one thing about it, y'all know Jefe gonna keep it 100. I ain't gonna do no lying. Snakeskin man, he's gonna be detrimental.
Here's the thing, man. Niggas get mad at Wack, and then all of a sudden, it's all of a sudden. And you were warned about him. And you got mad at everybody who warned you about him. Damn near wanting to fight. Damn near wanting to be aggressive. Extra turned up towards anyone who warned you, including myself, against anyone who warned you about dealing with Wack. We'd been told you he was a snakeskin man. I guess it just take people to touch the fire to see that it's hot, man. Sometimes you can look at somebody else get burned and realize, hey, I don't want to get burned. Sometimes you got to get burned yourself.
No Jumper, he's going to be probably the death of something around here because of the games he played. Now, this guy used to text and try to call me a lot. And I can remember a lot of conversations with this guy telling me that I don't need No Jumper, I don't need the white man, I don't need Adam 22. While I'm going up there on Wednesdays, I'm doing too much No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, you know, Adam was like a slave owner. You know, you see what I'm doing. You know, see, I'm in business with him and doing this. It's the only reason why I go there and do the Adam and Wax show and stuff like that. But he's then trying to take Adam co-host. You know what I'm saying? He replaced Adam co-host with straight bootlegs. Now, I've been hearing that this guy's trying to place me, trying to get whoever this bumpy guy is, this fake Skyline Pyro guy. I've been hearing he's trying to get him in the No Jumper building, man. But like, Adam 22, that is a bad look, man. Do not do it, you know what I'm saying? He got one guy in the building for you. I think anybody else, if you want to pick any gang members, Adam, you should pick them yourself and not let the snakeskin man do it. I'm trying to tell you. He's detrimental to what you got going on. And he really don't care, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason why he allows you to play and allows you to disrespect is because he needs you. If he didn't need you, he would have been trashed you and threw you out the way. But he needs you. So to a degree, he has to lick buns, you know what I'm saying? And kiss BALLS, you know what I'm saying? Now, when I really look into things, I see why Spoetyface quit, you know what I'm saying? I see why he quit, and I don't think he quit because he was scared of anything.
I think that Spoetyface was scared about where his own decisions were going to lead him and where he's going to lead someone else as a result of.
Like that. It all comes down to, you know what I'm saying, a peace of mind. And it all comes down to situations that can have you jailed or possibly get somebody hurt. Because, you know, real man, we not trying to do anything for no camera. We not trying to do nothing for no audience or anything like that. And, you know, Spotty, you know what I'm saying, he's a guy of faith, you know what I'm saying, or everything. So, you know, a lot of people probably are looking like, oh, man, you know, he shouldn't have did that because of this and because of that. But it's just like, man, you're going to be placed in a situation where somebody get hurt and it can result to somebody being in jail. Man, there ain't nobody trying to be in jail over no goofy incidents, you know, going on up in the building, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, I know at times, you know, Adam feel like it's content over everything, but, you know, you got to protect, man, the ass.
Nah, man. All Adam, you have to protect assets that can't be replaced. Unfortunately, you niggas are disposable. And Adam 22 makes it abundantly clear. Makes it abundantly clear. You niggas are disposable. You niggas can be replaced at the drop of a dime. It doesn't take much. Adam has made that abundantly clear.
Man, you feel me? You gotta protect the righteous, man. Like, you know, if you don't protect the righteous, you know, you left with all the wickedness and, you know, and the clown behavior and, you know, the fake, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I guess Spotty was just like, wasn't nobody standing on business in that building or whatever, how he felt. So he was like, you know, he had to make his dash. Now, Munchie B, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to holler at him yet. You know, I'm going to call in on to both of you.
This call is being recorded.
And see what's on their mind. Now, Munchie B, I guess Munchie B was probably already feeling the same way as well and decided to follow suit because probably what was put out there, laid out there. Now, I heard this whole fiasco that happened in No Jumper, you know what I'm saying, between Spoetyface and others was a whole play. Heard B Braze, you know what I'm saying, from Devil A's tapped in and was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, it was a play. I talked to dude, the play was for him to go in there and start something with Munchie B. You know what I'm saying, start something with Munchie B. And then
his whole thing was to smack Munchie B, but he realized that probably wouldn't be the safest choice.
slap him. But it didn't go like that, or either when he got in there, he got cold feet. So he just like, hey, I'm going to try to mash the gas on Spoetyface. So I guess, you know, B Braze didn't like the situation that happened between Spoetyface and him. He obviously wanted him to stand on business and slap Munchie B, as he said, but that didn't happen. So, you know, B Braze out of the situation. So I guess with that, you know, Munchie probably was like, whoa, like, man, hold on, let me get out the way, because again, you know, man, the streets, man, look, it's fake. It's a lot of buffoonery, you know what I'm saying, going on. And like I said, man, you will be caught in the wrong situation that could possibly lead you to jail, you know what I'm saying, because you have to act in defense, you know what I'm saying, with people trying to play, you know what I'm saying. So I'm just, you know, sitting in here listening to all this stuff, hearing all this stuff, and just, man, gotta shake my head, man, with the buffoonery, man. It's the end of an era, man. Both these guys, you know, quit. You know, I guess my boy Lush Uno, you know, he's still up there in the building or whatever the case may be, because, you know, he ain't.
You know Lush ain't going nowhere. He ain't got nowhere to go.
You know, it doesn't have any problems with anybody, or, you know, stuff wasn't aimed at him. But it's just crazy, man, that, like I said, they let the snake skin man, you know what I'm saying, feel good about this situation. And it's not gonna be no, I've been hearing people with this snake skin man talking about, oh yeah, the real No Jumper coming back. It's not gonna be no real No Jumper, period. If you got rejects in the building, if you got anybody that told in the building, if you got anybody that made statements in the building, like himself, like, and that's the cold part about it, man. You got these confidential informants, man, and CIs talking about what's real. And that's how the game is dead, man. When you got confidential informants, people who are working for the detectives, people who are doing police work, people who are putting police reports out there, you know what I'm saying, and acting like it's solid, that's when you know it's dead, you know what I'm saying? This shit is over with, you know what I'm saying? You got fake dudes still trying to claim to be real and can't stand and they shit. It just be like, man, I'm fake, I'm the police, yeah, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? And like I ain't gonna even lie, I can respect, like I said, you know, although Flacco do like a gang of BS, I can respect.
This call is being recorded.
You know, when he stand on as far as when he's out with gang members and putting stuff out there. These other guys, man, these guys in sheep, you know what I'm saying, trying to be dressed in wolf clothing, man. But, you know, and to him saying, but man, this is ugly, man, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Munchie, man. Shout out to Spoetyface, man. It's the end of an era at No Jumper. I don't know who they gonna have in the building, but it's definitely ain't gonna be the same, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know if any real gang members, you know, gonna come through, you know what I'm saying? But I guess, you know, people be waiting to see, you know, who's up next. With that being said, man, we gonna conclude this there, man.
All right, man. So we finna get up out of here. We are praying for the blessings of Young Ants Jefe. We are praying for his peace. We are praying for his liberation, and we're praying for God to have a blessing on him. We up out here to the next one. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We go. I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries. We heard the complaints. Now, we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro. With the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're going to make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life. For your own personal home security, call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Texas. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, now they enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemy. Friends is hella fake. mistake, I know we're enemies, intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You think I'm outside when it's dangerous? Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You think I'm outside when it's dangerous? Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.